Namaste, coven, and welcome to the mat. My name is Bethany. I am the Yogi Witch, and thank you so much for meeting me here today and allowing me to guide you through this gorgeous, soulful 25-minute flow to honor the new moon. So maybe if you are brand new to kind of honoring these moons, the new moon is a time of healing. It's a time of reflection, and it is a time of moving forward in our lives, especially if it feels like we're lost or we're stuck in one place. In today's practice, we're just going to let go and flow. We're going to have some fun with some transition, open up the heart, connect with our breath, and just kind of honor ourselves, our inner magic, and the new moon above us. So for today's practice, you can grab anything that you'd like to make your practice more supportive. You can grab anything you like to make your practice more witchy, candles, incense, etc. And when you're ready, coven, I will meet you back here in just a moment so we can flow to honor the new moon. Okay, my darling, so to begin today's practice, you're going to come back to your mat in a comfortable seated position, crossing those ankles or maybe extending the legs. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and close the eyes, flipping the palms towards the sky and bringing the fingertips, so the thumb and the index finger to touch, 3 fingers free in Gyan Mudra, the mudra of wisdom, the mudra of balance. As all together, we take a beautiful deep inhale through the nose and a slow exhale all the way out. Starting to concentrate on the breath. Every inhale and every exhale that we take, aiming to get it deeper and deeper into the base of the belly, starting to connect with that root chakra here. Now, while your eyes are closed, you're connecting with your breath, I'm going to light my sage, just bringing in a little bit of smoke cleansing. Cleansing our areas, our sacred spaces of any negativities, anything that's been weighing us down, holding us back. So if you have sage, again, you're ready, you're more than welcome to work with it. Or if you don't, do not worry. I'm going to light my sage. Send in this sacred smoke all the way from my mat to yours. Starting to feel a little bit more at peace. So just a disclaimer before we continue with this new moon flow, if in the background you can hear a little bit of wind, I do apologise. We are experiencing some really crazy weather in Pembrokeshire, some rainstorms, thunderstorms, a never-ending wind. But let's embrace it as this cleansing element to help us in this practice. So we are going to draw on the energy of the element of air here by taking 3 rounds of cleansing breath. So following me, we're going to take a beautiful deep inhale through the nose. On your exhale, purse the lips and blow it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Before resuming our normal rhythm of breath, flipping the hands to the mat and keeping those eyes closed, we're going to start to take some spinal circles. So rolling all the way over those knees, arching the spine. And as you move back, tuck chin to chest and round the spine. Inhale to arch as we move forward. Exhale to round the spine, take it back, beautiful. So not making some jagged movement here, hips all going all over the place. We want to take it nice and slow. Maybe let your head kind of move with this circle. almost as if you're kind of like lost in like a contemporary dance or something here. You're lost in the freedom of the movement. Taking these circles in one direction, move and take it in the other. Before we gently bring the body into stillness, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, let us take a twist to the left hand side, right hand, left knee. Keep that spine lovely and long. Inhale, sweep those arms back up and overhead. Exhale, take your twist to the right hand side. Beautiful. We inhale to bring the chest to the center, roll over those knees or swing the legs to one side. And from here, we straight away find our way to puppy pose. So keep hips stacked up on top of those knees, walk the hands forward and lower the chest to the mat, either coming onto the chin or onto the forehead, but a really gorgeous heart opener here. Softening the pose by taking those hands further away, or intensifying the pose by bringing the hands closer to touch. Inhale. On your exhale, if you're resting on the chin, bring the forehead to the mat and slide the hands next to your face. Press the mat away, curve into the shoulders, and from here we meet in our first downward facing dog, beginning to pedal out those legs. Bend one knee, bend another, nodding the head yes, shaking it no, anything that feels good. And from here together, we're going to take a few rounds of some spinal down dog waves. So following me once more, we round into the shoulders, press off the toes. And as you roll through a plank, bend the knees and lift the hip bone to the sky. Inhale, round into the shoulders. Exhale, drop hips, hip bones high. Yes. Taking it 2 more times. Beautiful. Before we come back to me in downward facing dog, bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, we send right leg to the sky. Immediately bend this knee off to split dog, opening up the hips. Inhale. Exhale, round into the shoulders. Step the foot between the thumbs. And we're going to bring that left foot off to a 45-degree angle. Heels are aligned. Square the hips to the top of the mat. Reaching high to the sky. We inhale, find our way to warrior one, bend deep into that front knee, hands come to touch and drop the head back. Inhale. Exhale, extend front leg, find the elbows behind the back here and forward fold to pyramid pose. Remembering those hands can come to them at any point to give you a bit of support. On your inhale, we lift the gaze, Coven. Exhale, bend into that front knee, hands frame front foot, and we lift left leg to the sky, standing split. Forward folding over the right leg here. Inhale. Exhale, step back with that left foot coming parallel with the back of the mat and roll in. To reverse warrior, left arm wraps around the back, bend deep into the front knee and reach this right arm up and overhead. Gorgeous, gorgeous pose. Before we roll into warrior two, sending shoulders away from the ears and gaze at a middle finger of the front hand. Inhale. Exhale, extend front leg, keep the top hip lifted and explore your Trikonasana pose. Bringing that right hand down right leg and pull the left arm all the way up to the sky. Drop head back to gaze at the tippy toes, to gaze at the fingers. Let's see how many mistakes I can make in this flow. We inhale. Exhale. Gaze down to front foot. Bend into front knee. We roll first back to warrior two before hands come to prayer. From here, we're going to pivot those left toes to point off to the left-hand corner of the mat. Let's explore Skandasana now. Remember, you can stay a little bit lifted, or you begin to extend front leg, bend into that back leg, and sit nice and low here, testing that balance. Holding for 3. Holding 2. On your 1, hand's going to frame this left foot, and we're going to reverse this flow. So pivot, left toes face top of the mat, pivot right toes face top of the mat, step back to plank, and take a vinyasa. So roll off the tippy toes, lower the body all the way down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, hip bone to the sky, downward facing dog. Beautiful, darlings. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg to the sky. We bend it off, split dog. Exhale, draw knee into the chest, step between the thumbs. We step the right foot off that 45-degree angle, ready to meet back in warrior one. Square hips with the top of the mat. Bend deep into that front knee, and we sweep the arms nice and high to the sky. Bring them to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, extend front foot. Interlock the fingers behind the back and explore pyramid pose by squaring the hips to the top and forward folding here. Legs are working so hard to stay rooted to the earth beneath us. Holding for 3, for 2. On 1, gaze to that front foot. And as we bend into the front knee, we're going to bring the hands to the mat. Gently lift right leg up all the way into standing split here. Gorgeous, gorgeous pose. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to step back to that warrior two alignment. Right foot comes parallel with the back of the mat. Roll through warrior two, wrap right arm behind the back. Left arm floats up and overhead, come into reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, move into warrior two. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, bend deep into that front knee, feeling so strong and rooted. When you're ready from here, we extend front leg and start to move our way Trikonasana, not letting the top hip fall down. Pull it all the way back to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze down to front foot. Bend into front knee. We lift back to warrior two. Before hands come to prayer, let's take Skandasana back to the top of the mat. Right toes point off that 45-degree angle. Extend left leg and begin to sit low here. It's all right if those heels, like mine, lift. That is absolutely fine. But press into that knee, lift the gaze. Holding for 3. Holding 2. And 1. Hands frame that right foot. Pivot on both feet now and step back to the mat. Taking a vinyasa, we press off the tippy toes and roll all the way through. Inhale, darlings, find upward facing dog. Exhale, we keep this flow going. Meet me back in downward facing dog. Remembering that you can press pause at any point on this flow. Give yourself a break. But when you're ready, we come to down dog. Bring big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep right leg to the sky. Bend knee off, split dog. Inhale. This time on your exhale, you're going to draw this right knee over to that left wrist. Lower the leg down. Pivot on that back foot and meet me in fallen triangle. Yes, find that upper body strength. We inhale to hold. 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the mat. Pull that right leg back to the sky. Inhale, split dog. Exhale, draw knee to chest, step between the thumbs and step back leg to the 45-degree angle. Meet me in warrior 1. Bend deep into the front knee, sweep arms up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale. This time you can take hold of the opposite elbow, the opposite wrist, or bring those hands to reverse prayer. Extend front leg, pull on that right hip and lower all the way down. Into our pyramid pose. Two more breaths, Coven, you've got it. Embrace every wobble, every fall. Inhale. Exhale, bend into front knee, hands frame front foot, and we lift the back leg up. Now you can come into a standing split if this is what your body is searching for, or you can begin to explore a half moon with me by stacking one hip on top of the other. Flex that back foot. We pull left arm to the sky. Right hand either uses that mat or a block for support, or you can float it off, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, fall back into that warrior 2 stance. Roll into reverse warrior. This time we pull right arm up and overhead. Left hand's going to take hold of that right wrist and we pull it a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Release those hands into warrior 2. And then extend front leg. Move to Trikonasana. This time reaching the left arm up and overhead. Engage in that core. Beautiful. Let's find that fire in our flow. Inhale. Exhale, gaze down to that front foot. Bend into that front knee. You transition back to warrior 2. Gorgeous movements. Hands come to prayer. Extend front leg and move those back tippy toes to face off to the corner. Let's sit into Skandasana. Remember, you can stay lifted or you can take a little balance and come all the way down. Using that left hand to push the knee aside. Gaze towards the sky. Hold 3. Hold 2. And 1. Hands come to frame left foot. Pivot on back tippy toes. And from here, we're going to make our way to a twist. So both toes point towards the back of the mat. Right hand down. Pull left arm to the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, lower that back knee down and we sweep both arms to the sky. First coming into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And then as we're working with this new moon, let's open up the heart this time. We extend front leg, right hand floats back to find that right heel. And we move to half camel pose. Sweep left arm either to the sky or send it all the way behind to find that gorgeous back bend. Holding for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend deep into this front knee and forward fold. Now, as always yogi's choice on this practice. If you have splits in your practice, you can come to splits. You can stay here in kind of like a low lunge stretch, but coming in to the pose that best suits your practice today. Holding wherever you are for 3, for 2, and for 1. Press the hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes under, and with as much control as you can. Moonchild mat is very sticky. And we're going to come into plank. Take your vinyasa. Ooh, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, final flow. Hip bones come to the sky. Bring big toes to touch. Inhale,
left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend this knee off, split dog. When you're ready, we draw left knee to that right wrist and lower the leg down, coming to meet me in fallen triangle. Keep those hip bones lifted, gaze towards the sky. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the mat. Pull left leg nice and high to the sky. Bend knee off, split dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee to chest. Step between the thumbs and move into warrior 1. Taking your time, find your balance. Before we reach those arms up and overhead. Woo. Sweep them high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, extend front leg. Remember, hands come to the mat at any point. You can take hold the opposite elbows or even find reverse prayer. What matters is that we're pulling on that left hip to come aligned. Inhale, find a lift. Exhale, forward fold. Holding here for 3. Holding 2. And 1. Bend into that front knee. Hands come to frame front foot. And we make our way first to standing split with an option to come to that half moon pose. Getting my hair out my face. Stack those hips. Flex the back foot. You can use a block to support you. You can even hover. Left hand off the mat. Holding wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back with that right foot. Roll into reverse warrior. So we bend deep into the front knee. Right hand takes hold of left wrist and pull it up and overhead. A really gorgeous stretch. Inhale. Exhale, release hands, warrior 2. And then explore Trikonasana. Pulling the right arm up and overhead this time. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze down at front foot, bend into the knee and come to warrior 2. Before hands move to heart center. This back foot points off to the 45-degree angle and we make our way to Skandasana. Bending nice and low into this right foot. Pulling the heart to the sky and we hold here for 3. We hold 2 and 1. Hands frame front foot, pivot on back tippy toes, yes. Coming first to that twist, so both toes point back towards top of the mat. Left hand down, pull right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower back knee down. Sweep both arms up and overhead. Now remember, you can come to any form of back bend. You can come into cactus arms, or if you have half camel on your pose, extend the front leg. Left hand reaches back to find that left heel. And we move in to our half camel pose, gazing all the way to the sky. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Bend into that front knee, forward fold from this deep back bend. Once again, option to just come to this low lunge stretch. Or if you have splits, you might begin to lower all the way down into your splits. Breathing deeply into your stretch for 3, for 2, and for 1. With grace and elegance, shutting your eyes, not watching me get out this pose. We slide back in. That was graceful. Into your plank. Take your final vinyasa. Roll through your movements. Yes, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, bend the knees, come briefly back to child's pose. Knees come wide, and we relax the body all the way down to the mat. using this time to slow down that breath. In through the nose and out. And if that forehead is on the mat, Coven, maybe you begin to roll it from left to right. Massaging the space between the eyebrows. Massaging away any stress that's sitting there, any worries. Anything that feels like it's holding you down, blocking the clarity of this third eye. Holding you back from what you deserve. When you're ready from here, we inhale. Exhale, press the hands to the mat and roll the body first to tabletop. Cross those ankles and come back to sit in a comfortable seated position, rolling shoulders away from the ears and bringing the hands to that Gyan Mudra again. Feeling that warmth radiating through your body, that beautiful balance between peace and power. Feeling connected to the world around you, the world below you, and most importantly today, the world above you, connecting with that new moon energy. As we are in the winter months now, these darker months, it is important to connect with the new moon, allow it to help heal any emotion, any trauma we haven't dealt with, allow it to open up our mind so we can work through this period with clarity, with honesty, and with a sense of kindness to ourselves. So ending the practice today with those 3 rounds of cleansing breath, connecting with this wind that's still raging on outside. We inhale deep through the nose. Exhale. Blow it all the way out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Blow it all the way out. Final time, inhale through the nose. Exhale. Blow it all the way out. Before we bring the hands to prayer, and we're going to bow the head with gratitude, thumbs between the eyebrows, connecting heaven to earth, head to heart, with gratitude to ourselves for coming to the practice, for the coven, for the energy they lent us today. And as always, from me to you, thanking you for allowing me to guide you through today's new moon practice. I really hope you enjoyed this new moon practice. Now, this is the first video in a series of videos. We also have on my channel a new moon yoga nidra session, which is beautiful meditation, perfect for times of healing or when you need to go fall asleep. And I also have a new moon journaling prompt video, which will help you really kind of tune in and connect with that third eye and connect with the new moon energies that she is providing us. And I really hope you enjoyed today's practice. If you did, I would appreciate any kind of support for the coven, maybe liking this video or subscribing to my channel at The Yogi Witch. And you can find me over on Instagram at The Yogi Witch if you want to ask any questions or just keep up to date with my little life as a yogi witch. But thanking you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope this new moon brings you everything that you desire and everything that you deserve. Blessed be, coven.